Well, hey, you guys, I'm super excited to share with you tonight. This is class 3, and this is all about party planning and Rita. So you're going to learn who Rita is here in just a few short minutes. My name is Heidi. This might be the first class that you are hopping in on. I'm so excited that you are listening. My name is Heidi. I'm the business leader for Shazam Enterprises, and super excited to just be here with you and talking to you about how to successfully start your business. So let's go ahead and talk about first, what does it mean amp it up for these classes? So amp it up is action makes perfection. You know, learning helps you earn more. Learning builds confidence. Learning creates that boldness, if you will, but you've got to take action on the things that you've learned. And when you take action, that makes perfection. But what does that mean, makes perfection? Because is anything perfect? No. But when you go out there and utilize the information, that's perfect for that moment in time. Then you do it again and it becomes more perfect, and you become more confident and more bold in your business and in your journey. So party planning for maximum results. You guys, this class, you're going to learn how to party plan to $1,000 party every single time, not just one time, not just a few times. It's going to teach you how to build attendance. It's going to teach you how to get your host to be excited. Your partnership with them, right? We will share the formula for success. Host coaching will either make a business or break a business. So we're going to teach you how to do it successfully. So first, how much do you want to earn? And I want you to think about how much do you want to earn per party. Do you want to go out and, let's say, personal sales based on $500 in sales, you earn roughly $125 from each of those parties. Plus, did you know that as your sales increase for the month, you can earn a bonus, right? But I want you to think about that bonus when you sell $1,500. Okay, you're going to get an extra $50. Yay! When you personally sell $4,000, it's going to give you a $400 bonus. Now, I want you to think about, if you were to do 2 parties at $500 each, right? That's $1,000 in sales, $4,000 for the month. Your commission based on that plus the $400 is about $1,400 a month. Okay, so that's about $17,000 for the year. Okay, total time spent is roughly 2 to 3 hours per party. So again, if you're doing 8 parties, that's roughly, let's say it is 24 hours. Well, let's break it down. Let's say it's roughly 6 hours per week. You might spend another hour or 2, probably a couple of hours, right? Anywhere from 10 to 12 hours, okay? On host coaching, prepping, doing the party. I don't count drive time, right? But that is certainly your choice. So $1,400 for roughly 32 hours for the month. That's not too bad a part-time income. But now what if you spent the exact same amount of time, 2 parties a week, 8 parties for the month, same amount of hours, 10 to 12 hours host coaching, prepping, doing the party, but your parties instead of average or standard were $1,000. They were granders. Now you just doubled your income. You did $2,800 of income. Okay, $2,800, $8,000 retail sales, and your income for part-time income went from almost $17,000 to now almost $34,000 because of a simple tweak, and that was party planning. Okay, so you have a party. Woohoo! Yay! Now what do we do? So what is party planning? Party planning is where you partner together with your host. It's where you are partnering, you're coming together to make sure that she or he has got the best party possible. You might also call it host coaching or hear it called host coaching. It's because you're guiding your hostess, you're directing them in what is her role. What have you experienced? What have you learned that her role is? And when you have a great party, your host is happy, you're happy, your customers are happy, everybody's having fun, your hostess earns stuff, you're making money, and it's a win-win for everyone. So the first tip is date in close. Your host knows why they're dating at the time they say yes. They're excited about earning their gifts, right? You know what's going on typically in, 2 max 3 weeks. You don't have to worry or wonder about, well, I'm not sure what's going on next month, and they might ask. Also, guess what? By pulling in clothes, it's just shopping with girlfriends. And how much notice do they honestly need, right? I think about times when people call up and they're like, hey, do you want to go shopping? Yeah. Do they say, okay, well, let's go in about 8 to 10 weeks? You're like, what? I was thinking like in a few days or maybe next week, because people know what's going on immediately within 7 to 10 days, right? Also, by dating in close, your hostess dates or gets her product faster. You get your profit much sooner. And when do you want to make money? Do you want to make it sooner or later? Okay. So they say yes. They say yes, that they want to have a get together. So first, it's set a date and time. It is not a party until there's a date in the date book. And so it's penciling it in. Some terminology that will help you is it's penciling it in. So whether you actually have a pencil or I've got some amazing erasable pens. They are Pilot erasable pens and they are the bomb. You can get them at office supply stores. You can get them off Amazon. Just a quick commercial because they're amazing. Okay. But get them penciled in. So my word choices might be something like, oh my gosh, Michelle, I'm super excited that we're having a get together. So first, do you do weekends or weeknights? What works better? Now, you guys pause for a sec. If you're not working weekends, don't offer weekends. If you're only doing parties on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then that's what you offer. And so I might say something like, so Michelle, do Tuesdays or Thursdays work better for you? And because give them options. And then she's going to say, Tuesday works better. Okay, great. I have this Tuesday or this Tuesday available. Which of those work better? Right? So I'm not handing over my calendar. I'm not saying, here, what do you want? Because they're typically 99% of the time, I'm going to pick latter part of the month, if not into the next month, versus just verbally giving them choices. Okay. Also, let them know when you're going to close the party. And so ideal is closing it that night. They can start working if the party is typically, 10 to 12 days out. If they start scheduling now to collect those outside orders and you Tupper connect those parties, right? They have plenty of time to get all of the payments and information and that type of stuff out. Another thing too, is double dating, right? Does she know someone who wants to party alongside of her? And so when you're party planning, ask. So Michelle, let me ask you, who of your girlfriends will be coming that would also have their own get together, do you think? Oh, Mary, she would be one. Okay, great. What if you called Mary up now and asked her if she would like to double date with you? And so you guys can do your party exact same time, same location, and we could put you into like a fun competition. Okay. So the other thing too is as soon as they schedule their get together, you guys, not only are you penciling it in, but you're also giving them the materials that they need. Okay, so the host packets, have those ready to go so that you can immediately go over the materials with them and leave them with it in hand. That keeps them excited. Okay. Another idea here, you guys, is this open date card. Okay, so instead of having your calendar, what you can do is you take this open date card, and I will post this as a link, but it's also in under all about the party, okay, and dating. But what you do is you put specific dates in here, key dates that you want to fill in, typically close. So I might be, filling in the first week of the next month because we're wrapping up this month. So just specific dates you want to pull in close. All right. And so you are going to highlight those dates, as you'll see here. And down below, you'll see what they are. So $25 value gift, $10 value, $50 value. Not that you've paid that, but that's what the value is. You might start off smaller, right? Which I encourage. So you can take advantage of the dating gifts, right? And so that can be their special gift. They get a special dating gift. because you can get those super inexpensive because our company offers that to you. So at the time of dating, instead of my calendar in front of me and I'm giving them options, then I've already pre-selected my dates. And then I go ahead and I hand that over to them. So now I don't have to give them, say, do they want this or this? I can just simply hand this over to them and say, you know what, here are some of my selected dates that are still available. You might go, well, what happens if they can't select any of those? Well, guess what? You double print this. So on the back side is the next 3 weeks. So I have on this side the first 3 weeks, but the back side is the next 3 weeks. But I don't offer those up until she says none of these work. Okay. Then you can go to the other portion. All right. So party planning starts with a thank you note. So as soon as they schedule their own get together, guess what? You can have these all done up ahead of time in your car or have blank notes in your car and write a quick note after the party. Right? Write a quick note after you're leaving that party and thank them so much for dating their own get together. You're super excited to meet them and their girlfriends and their family, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, so keep it short and sweet and simple, but just that extra little touch will make a big difference. Also, with your party planning packet, right? So let's talk about this. Utilize the tools that Tupperware gives us. And so you can order specific folders from Tupperware that have all the details lined out. I mean, it literally walks you through what to go through with your hostesses. So it takes the guesswork out of the work for you. So right here it is. So it is filling in their contact information. What's the best way to contact you? What can you expect? Okay. They're going to pick a recipe and a fun theme. And do they have to do all of this right then and there? No, right? But these are things that you will be going over with your hostess. And so you'll help her come up with Frank. And Frank is exactly what you see here. It's friends and relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids contacts, kind people if you're not associated with kids. Maybe you're in a spot where you don't have kids, right? So think of kind people. And then on here also write the party date and time. So this is one form. Another form, because I like to give you guys options, is put your stuff, and I'll tell you what goes in them in a second, but put your party planning packet is in a gift bag, right? Because now it's really cute and you can give them this gift bag. That's another option that you can do. It's totally and completely up to you. Whatever is going to be the easiest and most simplified format for you, but you're covering all the details for them. Okay, so you'll have to choose. So I'm just looking here. So a couple of different things of what to put in the packet. I recommend, and everybody has different recommendations, and that's totally fine. Talk to other people to see what they do. But it's putting in at least 2 to 3 catalogs in there. Make sure every piece of information that goes into your packets have your information on them so they know how to get in contact with you. Labels work fabulous. You can also get a self-address or a self-stamping stamper from Vistaprint or Business Supply Store. And so whatever one's dry, fast on glossy paper. So just ask for that detail if you go there. A lot of people will print off labels. It makes it super simple and easy. But every piece of paper, every booklet, every brochure, everything that's leaving there is going to make sure it has your information on it. So 2 to 3 catalogs at least, about 8 to 10 order forms so that your hostess can start collecting outside orders. You want to make sure that at least, 2, 3, 4 sales brochures are in that so that they can make sure that they know what sales specials are, and you'll walk through the sales specials for your hostesses. Where will the party take you? Which years are opportunity? You want to make sure that that's in there because you never know who's looking for something extra. And so you always want to have those seeds, right? All of this stuff is seeds, plants, and we never know when they're going to grow. And then some other things in there is a wish list. Okay, the wish list is one of the most important parts because this is what your hostess is going to be working on. Things that she wants to earn for free and half price, and also different things that, you know, she might want at a later point in time, but it's a great reference that she will work harder to earn these items for free and half price. Okay, so another thing is parties. Make them fun, you guys. Okay, it could be around a product. It could be around a season. Like right now, you know, approaching, around a season. So it could be anything from Death by Chocolates to Dirty Santas to Naughty Cupid to St. Patty's Day Fun to Luck of the Irish to Mardi Gras to Cinco de Mayo. I mean, Hillbilly Pool Party. So make it fun based around the season. Could also be around the attendees, a girls' night out, a happy hour. So anything you come up with, Google can be your friend. Check out Pinterest, great ideas for all of that. There's also some amazing files in the Google Drive for Shazam that's got theme party ideas, okay? And you can also go to the My Tupperware Catalogs, Flyers, and Brochures Facebook group. They also have a variety of different ideas for you. So lots of resources. If you have questions, make sure that you ask, but pick a theme a month and just run with that theme. Okay, then it's not overwhelming, it's not confusing. One other thing I want to highlight about theme parties is just the theme changes for the game and the recipe. Your product demos, guess what? When I was faithfully out there partying 2, 3, 4 times a week as I was building my business, guys, my party theme changed monthly from Death by Chocolate to a fiesta and margarita night to healthy eating, right? But again, I would change the game, my icebreaker game, and I would change a recipe. So if I was doing healthy eating, I might make something in the stack cooker or the steamer. But the products that I demoed repeatedly were the same. Like my demo was pretty much the same for 12 years. It was the Vent and Serves, it was the Fridge Smarts when they came out, and it was our Quick Chef or our Power Chef. And then I would highlight some additional products, but otherwise the core of my demo remained the same. So I didn't have to constantly be changing in and out my products and doing this and doing that. Keep it simple. Okay, keep it simple, but have some fun. And so your game and your recipe can simply do a new facelift to that fun theme. Okay, so I hope that helps. And so customer serves, okay, customer serves to give customer service. Guess what? You might do something like offer different services, become a specialist in your business. So your specialty might be healthy lifestyle cooking. It might be meal prep and planning. It could be customer refrigerator planning with Fridge Smart containers. It might be custom kitchen planning. So custom services, become that specialty person, that specialist, and run with that. You might go, I don't know what my specialty is. That's okay. You're going to evolve and develop that the more comfortable and confident you get. Okay. So your job is to partner with your host. Just have fun with them, you guys. And if you decide to use these folders, because it's a tool that our company has and gives us, well, we have to purchase them, but they offer it to us. What I like to do is actually paper punch a hole in the top of the folder, and I tie curly ribbon to it. And the reason I do that when I use these is that when the hostess loses it, or she's like, oh my goodness, I don't know where it's at, it's under a pile of stuff, guess what I can say? Look for the bright, fun curly ribbon. And so it makes it stand out. Also, when they get this folder with curly ribbon on it, now it makes it more of a gift and it makes it more fun. Hence why I shared the gift bag idea, that you might switch and put your stuff that we just talked about inside of a gift bag versus a folder, right? Use your personality, and you may not like either of those ideas and you come up with your own thing. That's okay. You might put it into a sleeve protector and put curly ribbon on that. and just tape the top of it so stuff doesn't fall out. So it's whatever your creativity comes up with, but again, have fun and make it your own because it's your own business. So what are the host rewards? You want to make sure your hostess knows what she can qualify for. So I always recommend starting at the top. Let them know that, oh my gosh, you know what, Michelle, I'm super excited. So I want to partner with you to make sure you have got the best girls' night ever. And so I just want to break this down for you. A little over a standard party, okay, is going to be roughly 17 $50 orders. Okay, I'm just making sure I did that right. No, sorry. 20 $50 orders. Okay, 20 $50 orders is going to help you have a stellar grander. Okay, and so what that's going to give you is about $200 or more in a shopping spree. And it's going to give you 3 items at half price. And it's going to give you a thank you gift that you'll get to choose from. And any bonuses that are going on for that current time frame, if there's any going on. Okay. Now the next level is the standard show, up to about $999. That's going to give you about $75 up to about $150 worth of shopping spree. 2 items at half price. Or, you know what, we're not even going to touch on the other one. So we're going to focus on helping you have a grander. Because you know what, the granders, super simple. And I'll teach you some other ideas and tips on how we're going to help that happen for you. And so again, 20 $50 orders. If I would have looked at the rest of my slides that I put together, I put it in here for you. And you guys, when they collect about $250 to $500 prior to the party, with outside orders, the Tupper Connect, she is on her way to have the best party ever. So I really recommend, you know, let's think about who we can talk to about outside orders if they can't make it. Okay. And so let me show you what your options are for your thank you gift that you'll be choosing. And you'll have to choose that now, but when we close the party that night, you'll be able to choose one of these items. You know, glancing at them, what one do you think? Okay. Also looking here at your wish list, right? Because you got your wish list. I can make sure that we work towards getting you the bulk of that for free and half price. Okay. And your sales, when they reach that, when they reach X, okay, $1,000, we'll be able to help you do that. So help that, right? Partner with her. And if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure what that is, just say, you know what, I'll figure this out and I will get back to you tomorrow or the next day and let you know when your sales hit this amount, this is when we're going to be able to help you get that. And then call your uplines and they can help you. Okay. So help your hostess make smart choice for her half off items. Smart choices for the half off items are higher priced items because they're going to get bigger value for their dollars. Okay. Plus the other thing is that you get sales credit on those half price items, not commission, but you do get sales credit. So let's say, for instance, you know, your host takes the Fridge Smart 4-piece set that's normally $89 and it's $44.50 that they pay out of their pocket. Well, you get sales credit for $44.50. Okay. Versus them taking a breakfast maker that's what, $29 and, you know, and getting half price for that. So help them get the most bang for their dollar. That's the main thing. Also, the sales credits are going to count towards Confident Start if you're in that program, weekly challenges, monthly totals for your bonuses, right? So definitely help your hostess have the best selection for her half price. So we talked about what goes in the folders already. Review everything, you guys. When you give your hostess the folders, it's not you're just giving it to her. It's you are going over it with them. Okay. So for instance, catalogs. Open the page to the hostess gift special section. Okay. Teach them how to get outside orders. Show them, have a sample of an order form already done up for them that you can leave in there on how to fill it out. Show them what's on sale in the brochures, in the mid-month brochures. Show them if there's any purchase with purchases. So you might take however many hostesses you have for the month or want for the month. You might take that many brochures out, okay? And circle all the PWPs. So then, and then on the outside, you could put a label or a marker, right? Marker it up that say, this is for my hostess. This is for my awesome host. So then you can open that. So when they see that, oh, this is me. It's going to have everything circled that they want to pay close attention to, right? So they don't have to try and remember it, because this is our business. It's not theirs. So we want to make it as simple as possible. Also, the recruiting information, right? We want to make sure that they know that they can start their own Tupperware business, right? And that this party that you're coming to do could be the start, the launch of her business. And any parties that get dated from there that night could go into her date book. So we want to make sure that we let them know that. And so then you want to then start working on her invitation list, right? So Frank, you want to start giving her different tips and ideas. We want to help them think outside of their inner circle, not just their closest friends and family, but who are coworkers, right? Who are the neighbors, and so on and so forth. T-zone. What does that mean? Well, the T-zone means that you look north, south, east, and west. Okay. Who are people up to, 10-mile radius, maybe it's a 20-mile radius, north, south, east, and west, that they can invite. Okay. There is a sheet, and again, we'll post this for you. It's also in the Google Drive under All About the Party, under Party Planning. 7 steps to your successful Tupperware party. This is a great sheet to put in your hostess packet as well. Just simply walks them through that, they want to over invite. Highly recommend still mailing out a reminder card or that fun mail, because people like to get fun mail. It's not a bill, but it's something fun to go to, and it took that time to mail them out. So you, the consultant, is something I recommend that you mail out when you can get that information from your hostess, okay? Personally inviting people. So you want to make sure that your hostess is personally inviting people, not just inviting them into the Facebook event, but that they are personally messaging people and letting them know that they would like them there, okay? You want to make sure that you Tupper Connect the parties. Every single party Tupper connected. You do need to have a paid website in order to be able to do that. So, make sure that you have those Tupper connected. Also, let them know when payments are due. So payments are due with all orders, right? And let them know that you accept Visa, MasterCard, and Discover, not American Express. Checks are made out to who. You can fill that spot out. And shipping and handling, which we do need to change that one, is $5, okay? And you have to find out what the sales tax is, okay? And I just ask each hostess what that one is, all right? But go through that sheet. So this is a great sheet to go through if you put your stuff in anything else other than that folder for your hostess, okay? So the gift bags, or if you do your own folder or envelope or anything like that, okay? So again, I'm reiterating things a lot because you're getting lots of information. So using Frank, doesn't matter if they live close or far, Tupper Connect is this amazing tool. So everyone, no matter where they are at, can participate. Set up the Facebook event, okay? So I always do it for my hostess, but ask them. So just say, would you like to create the Facebook event, or would you like me to? And, because you do have some people who like to take control of things, and that's fine. But I say, okay, so can we have this done by tomorrow? And invite me on it as well, so I can go in there and chime in and add posts and things like that, okay? How to invite, right? Again, it's personal phone calls, it's private messages, it's texting. I, again, recommend mailing out at least 10 to 20 fun mails And that's the brochure, you guys. It's the brochure that's going out to the people she really wants there. Okay. And by building the attendance, it's inviting at least 40 people. Okay. The stripper bag, that one is a fun one that she gets to pick things out of when she does certain things. So she has at least 40 on the guest list. Guess what? She gets to pick out of there. She has at least 10 adult guests. She gets to pick another fun thing out of there. When she has at least 2 parties dated from that night, she gets another pick out of there. So you can create a variety of things that she gets to pick from. And when they have at least $250 in outside orders, they get to pick another one. If they include the stamps to mail out the fun mail, they get to pick another one. And these things, you guys, it could be a snack cup. It could be a couple of tiny treasures pieces that you can order off the sales aids. You could put a couple of those in a cello bag, right? Curly ribbon it. So now it's a cute gift. So it does not, I don't want it to cost you a lot of money, right? Keep it very simple. And that's going to be, literally under a few bucks, couple bucks, not even. Right? A whistle straw and an orange peeler can be that. So literally it's less than, $1. So those are just some really simple ideas. Here is an example of, what it looks like to mail out. And so you could put this on a shipping label. You could, some people will do just a simple flyer. Right? Like when I talk a flyer, just like a postcard size flyer that you print off to a page, says super excited to see you at so-and-so's party. And they tape it on the inside of the brochure. So when they open it up, right, again, it's something fun. And so it just kind of depends. Again, ask your uplines because each of them have got some different ideas that they'll be sharing with you on what invitations look like. We also have example of invitations in the albums in the Shazam Facebook group, okay? So again, to help build attendance, you guys, it's put it on the invitation, right? So you might do something like I always do an auction for my parties. And so I put on there when they have an outside order, they get so much in auction money. When there's 10 guests in attendance, everybody's going to get extra auction bucks. If they bring an adult uninvited guest that the host didn't invite, they get more auction dollars. When they wear certain things, right? So it just makes it more engaging, more fun. So when they wear a certain color, they get more auction money. When they've RSVP'd by such and such a date, they get more. And so it's a blast. And so you want to build attendance by them knowing it's going to be fun. Okay. So what are some different tips to maximize the home party? Well, number one, this is for you. Set a goal for yourself before every single party. What results do you want? What do you want your sales to be? How many recruit leads do you want to talk to? And what's the goal for the hostess? Right? What does she want? And building the attendance, right? So my goal is to have at least 10 to 15 people there. Well, how am I going to do this? It's, again, the invitations. If you get a guest list back or her list of people that she has invited and there's, it's like 10 or 12 people she's invited, say, hey, I saw that you invited 10 people. That's awesome. So can I offer some different suggestions to help add to that list? Or I might ask her, were you having a hard time coming up with people? And so you can kind of see where she's at. Again, just let them know. So as you're calling people or messaging people, just say, hey, and you might even make a post, right? Make a message up, or again, ask your uplines and copy that and paste it to each individual hostess that, hey, here's what you say when you're following up with them, to, again, take the guesswork out and make it super simple. Create a Facebook event for every single party. Put the Tupper Connect link inside the Facebook events. Okay. You want to make sure that you are getting your hostess's emails for Tupper Connect. Do not put your own in, because you can only put an email address in for one time. So it can't be the same email address. Otherwise, you'll run into issues. So make sure you get your hostess's email address. And again, build the attendance by, they get picked out of the stripper bag when they have at least 10 in attendance, right? So different ways to spoil your hostess. Okay, how do you get this stuff? Well, that's the number one thing. I don't want you to have a lot of stuff, but having some extra is going to be beneficial. So first, how do you do this? Well, first, what you earn for free or almost free, use it wisely. Any gifts and awards and things like that, you can go ahead and utilize for different gifts. Okay, a free bowl will give you a nice bowl for your kitchen, or put some nice cash in your pocket by using it as a bonus for hosts that will help build your career. Okay, you might use a bowl or something to date a party encloser. You know what? I'll give you this. If you date in the next 5 days, you can get it for $5. However many days out they date is what they get that item for, as long as it doesn't exceed what the value is of that product. Okay. Also, discounts to customers. Okay. Be careful on that, because that cuts into your profit. Okay. Host build your career, you guys. So I want you to think about, do you want to make 100 to 200 a month, or over 1,000 or more a month? You decide. It's totally and completely up to you. It's your schedule, it's your business, and it's totally and completely your choice. We just give you different tips and ideas. Okay. Points of contacts. So first, thank you note, send them immediately. Again, have a stack of those in your car. Just write out a quick, so excited, thank you so much, and mail it off right away. Super easy. Let her know when you get her guest list, or you see that the event's been created. Okay. Say, hey, super excited. How's that wish list coming? Contact a week after the dating to check in on her wish list again. How are outside orders coming along? Does she have any questions? How many do you have so far that have confirmed that they're coming? Maybe a week before the party, it's the repeat that you just did the week after dating. Okay. Let her know again the week before is that you're going to be closing the party the night of. And then contact 24 to 48 hours prior to confirm the head count. Okay. Also, that's when I confirm directions to her place. And then lastly, send a thank you note after the party. Okay. After the party is held. So thank you first for dating a show. Then you send a thank you after the show. Excuse me. Because again, what makes you stand out? This might be where you include a VIP card, that because she was a hostess, and if she redates, and I talked to this at the party, when she redates in the next 6 months, she gets extra perks. And if she dates in the next year, that night, we'll just pencil it in. We'll confirm with her a couple of months prior, but she'll get even more goodies and gifts. Okay, so that could, you get them penciled in, and then you could put a VIP card in her thank you note for having a fabulous get together, and you are honored to be able to be a part of meeting her family and friends. Okay. So here's another question. Is at the party, you want to share the business. Why? Okay. Well, number one, you want to work smart, not hard, right? You're going to work, but you want to work smart. You want to duplicate your efforts. You want like that residual income, right? So what first is recruiting or sponsoring or scouting? You'll hear a variety of different things. So first, it's a mindset. You have to decide that no matter what, you're going to share the business with people. Sharing what we have and what we do. If you're loving what you're doing and having a great time, you want to offer it, right? Provide information, simple information. And that's where in the back of the catalog, right? In our catalog, you have got where it talks information about our opportunity. There's some testimonies, and Also, the where will the party sheet take you? That's another tool. You know, don't do them all, but you pick one and that's what you share. Our job is just to simply inform people, you guys. Their job is to decide. Okay, so we offer and they get to decide. And so, you know, you might have to ask yourself, why are you not recruiting? Well, you might say, you know what, I don't know enough. Guess what? None of us did when we first started. That's where your uplines and our Shazam family come into play, that you plug them into what we already have going on. We've got new consultant classes. There are weekly meetings going on in some way, shape, or form. There is webinars. There is recorded conference calls. There's Facebook Lives. There's in-person meetings. You name it, back office from Tupperware. Guys, there is never lack of training. So you plug them in. Okay, you plug them in. You aren't doing it all yourself. You might be the first point of contact because you've built that relationship with them, but that's it, you guys, in the beginning. Okay, what recruiting is not. It's not convincing people. It's not twisting arms. It's not being pushy. It's not saying you have to do this. It's not thinking about you. Remove you out of the equation, guys. Guess what? It's about the other person. Recruiting is not talking Tupperware all the time. It is not talking to that person 90 times within a month. It's not being that person that when they see you, they go the other direction really quick. It's not deciding to be, I'm decided I'm going to be a leader, and so now I need people under me. No. It is not about giving up your personal business. It's not that, oh, I'm going to recruit people and then I'm not going to party. No, it doesn't work that way either. So that's what recruiting is not. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what holds people back is fear. Okay. Fear, don't let this control you. Okay. Fear is false evidence appearing real, you guys. False evidence appearing real. I don't know enough myself. I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to share my business. I'm just doing this for fun. Not fun if I bring people in, right? Limiting beliefs. You're keeping yourself in this little bubble of all of these little voices of what you've either heard or just have come to your mind, and now all of a sudden they're running wild. But you know, fear actually has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. It's your choice. And when you think about getting comfortable, being uncomfortable in some ways, never let your fear decide your future. And if you have limiting beliefs, that's what's going to take place. So take the step out and just decide that you're going to share the information with people, because that's what you do. You pay it forward. So what do we have to offer? Well, we have an amazing product. We have an amazing host plan. It is one of the tops in the direct sales industry. Our product is creme de la creme. What do I mean by that? It is like the Denali version of products out there, you guys. It is the Mercedes-Benz. It is lifetime guarantee, and it is quality second to none. And so you are the ones that get to offer that to people. And plus, a wonderful company to be a part of that really can change people's lives. I mean, we've been around for, over 70 years. That's huge. But you know what? Our opportunity is far more than amazing products. It's life-changing. Our kids, this is our son and our daughter, they grew up in Tupperware. Our son was 3 and our daughter was an infant. And watching them evolve into confident adults, learning different social skills from having watched us, my husband and I, in our own businesses. They wouldn't have learned those things had we not been doing our own business. Why did you join? Was it money? Was it wholesale privileges? Was it just you wanted some fun in your life? Was it you needed a change? You got talked into it. You were trying to help the hostess or a friend of yours take that next step in their business. Well, do you share your story of why you decided to give it a try? And do you take it seriously? Because let me show you what's in store for you when you meet Rita. Who's Rita? Recruiting is the answer, you guys. Truly is. If you've got dreams, you need a team. You've heard it. I mean it. It's so true. And it's not about, I need to bring these people in for me. It's about who can I share this with that it can make an impact in their life. So you bring people into this business, and guess what? You have the opportunity to step up to that next level. So bring in at least 3 people that get active status, and you plus them, those 3 people plus you, does $2,500 in a month. Guess what? You move up to manager. You get a pay raise. You now go from 2 sources of income to 4. The other thing that's pretty cool is that you get to count 3 levels deep. So what does that mean? Well, you brought in 3 people, those highlighted sections. Now, those people, let's say they brought in people. That's level 2 to you. And let's say those people in level 2 brought in people. Those are level 3. You get to count all of those sales, you guys. All of them. That's pretty huge. So without going in total detail on this, you guys, you work smart as you build a team. You build a residual income. You help other people's dreams come true. And so why not share the business with others other than fear or limiting beliefs? Here's one of my favorite sheets, and I put this together a while ago, but it shows you the build on what each title level adds. What it adds. There's a whole lot of extras as you build in career titles, you guys. And you can go as fast as you want, or you can go as slow as you want. That's your choice. Did you know that 90% of people get talked into joining Tupperware? 90. 50% of people never plan to do more than be a personal shopper. I was one of those. 80% of people are afraid to do a Tupperware party. I was one of those. 100% of people have nothing to lose by giving it a try. 100%. Nobody has anything to lose by giving it a try. One of the things I love to say is this is for everybody to try. It may not be for everybody, but it is for 100% of people to give a try. Did you know 25% of people who join us in Tupperware never submit an order? 25% of people who join us in Tupperware submit 300 to 500 before they go inactive. Did you know that 25% of people who join us in Tupperware submit $1,000 or so before going inactive? And 25% of the people will be with us for a really long time. Where will you fall? I hope you're with us for a really long time. How long will you keep your average customer? Will you keep them for a one-time purchase versus a lifetime potential? What if you open the door more? Why not? We prejudge, presume, we miss out because we've got these blinders on. We have these limiting beliefs. Or maybe we just don't care enough. Or maybe we think we're not good enough. Reach out, keep in touch with your customers. That's one thing I've learned over the course of years, good and bad. As far as, yes, I've done it, no, I haven't. But I tell you, keep in touch with them, because if you don't keep in touch, they will go elsewhere. So how does it benefit you by having recruits? Okay. Well, 25% of those recruits that you bring in will help you advertise. They'll get the word out. 25% of the people will help you advertise and build sales volume for your team, plus help you earn bigger bonuses. 25% of the people will add bulk and be a linker. They may not do a lot in the business, but they're going to link you to other people who will or want to. And 25% of people will help you build your career. So it's all about bringing in anyone and everyone, but it is also about plugging them in and teaching and training all of them the same way. because we never know what they're going to eventually do. We meet them where they are, but we show them the more. We meet them where they are, but we show them the more. Okay, always. And that's where you plug them in. So, the dreaded kidnapper. They're just coming in for the kit. Guess what? Who cares? Move on, find the next one. It's not about you. Bring them in, plug them in. Bring them in, plug them in. That's it. That's all we can do. Bring them in, plug them in. Everybody say that. Bring them in, plug them in. Okay, so some word choices. As you're, talking to people, you're scouting, you're looking for who could this benefit? Who would I like to have on my team? So ask them, have you ever thought about doing something like this? Not the word Tupperware, because maybe they've never thought about doing Tupperware. How about, would you like the best price possible for your products? I can show you how to shop at wholesale. Are there any products here that you see yourself using in your home and in your kitchen? Would you be willing to help me advertise my business in your area? They say yes. Here's how they can do that. If I handed you $1,000 bill, what would you do with it? Just from what I know about you, Tupperware would be a great company or a great opportunity for you to be part of. I'm so excited. Can I tell you or show you all of the stuff that I've earned? This part, I really like to have what I call a brag book. Or you could call it a conversation book because it creates conversation. But it's literally a book that you put pictures of things that you've earned along the way, put the flyers in there, take pictures of things, maybe trips you've gone on because of Tupperware, and put some paychecks in there, right? Copies of paychecks that you've earned, and pass it around and let people know. These are some of the things that and again, it's not about you, even though you're the spotlight in it. It's not about you. It's about things that are available to them that they could have. They could earn weekly gifts. They could earn all the items in the Confident Start program and that 11-piece cookware set. They could earn trips. They could earn a car. They could do all of this. That's what by sharing your stuff, your story, that's giving them something to aspire to. Okay? So now what? Take action. Start sharing with people. Action erases fears, you guys. Practice. So how do you practice? Well, first invite them to come to anything that we have going on. So invite them to our rallies, invite them to a conference call, invite them to team meetings, invite them to events that are going on in areas like the bingo events, the multi-host events. Invite them. We'll help you share the business with them. Ask your uplines to do maybe a 3-way phone call or a Zoom, or, meet for lunch or coffee or something like that with your potential, new team members. Decide what you want to share and give someone else the chance to do something big. There's typically 4 questions people ask. How much time does it take? How much money can I make? What do I have to do? What kind of training do I get? Those are the typical questions people ask. Typical. So, and you just answer the questions. Don't go in this enormous detail, right? But include recruiting in all that you do. Your parties, different events, social media, everywhere. Guys, because you don't know who's looking for what. Never know. And you could provide the answer. You could provide that out for them. You could provide that extra income. You could provide that freedom. You could provide the opportunity to put food on their table, or the chance to go have their first vacation, or to have a brand new car. Maybe they've never owned a brand new car. And, some people say, well, if I don't have one, how can I share that? Because people in our company who do. Okay. So share. So what do people want to know? Again, how much money will I make? What does it cost? How much time does it take? What do I have? How do I get started? So again, very basic, very basic. This is also another great one to share, right? Or to have in packets and in your folders. is the I Kit You Not. It's just simply showing a picture of our kit that's available. And some extra offers that they get when they decide to say yes and try Tupperware for 60 days. Okay, so this can go in your opportunity packet. Okay, so just like you have hostess packets together, guess what? You want an opportunity packet. And so this is a great one, or where will the party take you? That's got a picture of the kit. It's got the income sheet on it, or the income amounts on there. 60 days to change your life. This is in the Google Drive under recruiting. Okay, under packet, opportunity packet. And so you can print this stuff right off in there. Okay, it makes it super simple. Make sure your name and information is on all of here. This sheet here is the 6 different types of consultants. You know, where will the party take you? This is also something great to highlight during the party. Is, you know what, we've got a variety of different things that you can do in this business. And so, you know, are you a friends and family consultant? Do you all want to offer to your friends and family? Are you a catalog or internet specialist where you like to, you know, make money doing what you want to do, but you know, more behind the scenes? Maybe you want to be a seasonal consultant where maybe you're a teacher. How about a fundraiser specialist? We've got an amazing fundraiser program that offers 40% to groups and individuals and organizations. What about being a demonstration specialist? You might like to get that hands-on and love working with the products and cooking and whatnot. So become a demonstration specialist. Or you might be a business builder where you truly want to have it all. You want to do all of the above and really tie it in together, and you are like, get out of the way. I just want to get going and start building to where it's that over $2,000 a month. Okay, so you get to pick and choose. You can do them all. You can do them one at a time. It just kind of depends on where you're at in your life. This is a great sheet, but you can put this in there also, the income that is available to them, right? I love to have this one in there, confidence start sheet, because this is, again, a $1.7 million or $1.5 million program that our company put together. And this is a great sheet to put in there to entice people. I wouldn't put anything else on it. I would just simply highlight it, saying, you know what, when you decide to come in and give Tupperware a try, we'll go over how you can earn over $3,000 in gifts and awards, or gifts and cash, just by coming in and building your business and your confidence. The different steps on to launch their business. This goes in there because as soon as they say yes, we're going to pencil in their thank you party or welcome social, and get that scheduled in there for them, because that's the best way, right? We welcome them in and we plug them in, welcome them in, plug them in. Well, plugging them in means that no matter why they come in, they do have a thank you party or a welcome social. Talk to your uplines about this and they'll walk you through this process. So you can get that penciled in right away for them, okay? All the don'ts of what to do or what not to do when someone is looking at us as a business, or looking at you and your business as a business, right? Don't overload them. Don't, you know, vomit on them and keep talking and talking. Answer their questions and that's it. Okay. Don't assume. Don't assume that if someone comes in who works corporate America job that they have it all. Don't assume that someone who comes in jeans and a t-shirt doesn't need it or wouldn't be good at it. Whatever we draw an assumption to, get rid of it. Okay. Offer to everyone. Don't promise things that you can't keep. Don't overpromise. Don't, you know, this is not a get rich quick business. You have to work it. So don't overpromise things. Don't prejudge anyone. Don't oversell. Don't say you're going to make $2,000 in your first month, right? And don't panic. Right? Have fun in this business. It's a journey. It's a process. If you truly give each day it all, your all, guess what? Don't panic. It takes a process. It takes patience and a process to build a business. So what do you do? Share. Always share. Share with people. Share with people your product. Share with people your business. Remember, to love what you do. Be confident. You're more confident than the person who you just met. Always use the programs that Tupperware has for us. And always trust the process, trust the system. Again, we've got lots of systems in Shazam that plug your people into, our team members into, your directors, your uplines have got systems. And so we're all here to support you and them. Nobody walks in this business alone unless you choose to. And I hope you don't choose to. So throw the doors open wide and fast. How fast can you add 10 people to your team? You might just have come in yesterday. How fast can you add 10 people to your team? Why not? Why not in the next 10 days? Why not a person a day? What about 20 people? Can you imagine? How exciting would that be? So who do you talk to? Is this a trick question? I say if they fog a mirror, they're a pretty good candidate. Okay? Every single person, ESP, talk to them all, practice. Remember, everyone wonders about other people's jobs. As you're driving out and about during the day, aren't you wondering, what are people doing? Why aren't they at a job? Well, they're probably going, why aren't they at a job? When we watch other people work, we wonder things like, do they like their job? I wonder if they have fun. I wonder what they do. How did they get that job? People are curious. Share. Just share. That's it. Share why you're loving what you do. Share your story, your 30-second commercial. Why you chose Tupperware out of 127,000 other direct sales companies. Why are you having fun? What are you loving about it? And what are you excited about? That's it. Simple. So you share everywhere, your parties, vendor events, okay, off of your drawing slips. Follow up is key with all of these things. So you meet people at the party, right? You give them the opportunity packet and pencil them in on when you're going to follow up with them. 24 or 48 hours, just like you're penciling in a party, you pencil in the follow up with talking to them about the business. And then again, what do you do if you're like, what do I say? You call your uplines. That's what we're here for. Okay. How do you draw interest at a party? How do you like present the opportunity, right? Well, games. Okay. Ask me questions about my job. We've got a variety of different ones in the what? Google Drive, under recruiting, under games. Okay. And so games make it fun. Again, what's our job? Our job is to share the information. They decide. They decide. And always do a door prize slip. So after the game, I say, okay, you know what? We had fun with that. Now I'm going to ask you some quick questions. And guess what? These questions are in the recruiting portion under games. But there's 5 to 7 questions. And I just have them write their name down. I read the questions. They write them on an index card that I put in their folder. And boom, done. I gather them. And then I can see where they're at. So then I talk to people as they come up to do their orders. Here is an example of the door prize coupon. And again, I read the questions. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll read this and then they write their answers down. But I don't give everybody one that's already all written out because we have found that we get more answers back fully when they actually just listen to us read it to them. And remember to listen more than you talk, right? We have 2 ears and a mouth for a reason. God gave us 2 ears and a mouth for a reason. Listen more, talk less. What does this mean? Art of distraction. You talk to somebody and they say, oh, you know what? I can't sell or I don't have time. And for most people, that's just an instant turn down without really even thinking about it, right? Those are the first words that we learned as kids. No. Okay. So no just seems like the right answer. Just comes out, right? It's like when the waitress asks you if you want dessert or a drink or whatever. And typically the first thing we say is, no, I'm good. Well, are you? So when you say no, don't try. So when they say no, don't try to solve that problem. Just simply give them a reason, listen more. And so example, it might be something like, do you know that if you had done this party tonight, so you're talking to your host, let me just share with you, if you had done this party tonight, you would have made X. And you figure out what you made and let them know that. Let every hostess know this. Every hostess at the close of the party, let her know. I just have to share with you. Had you done this party tonight, you would have made $125. So would you consider giving it a try for the next 60 days? Do you know that if you had purchased these products through a Tupperware account or as a consultant, whichever way you feel comfortable, you would have saved X, right? Because consultants, we get to shop wholesale. So it's getting them to think more differently, right? Keep filling the bucket. We always want new people in our business. Why? Because they fuel new excitement, new energy, new ideas, new faces, new connections. The list goes on and on. New learning opportunities, new dreams, right? So constantly bring new people in. I guarantee you bring a new person in and you plug them in, bring them in, plug them in, bring them in, plug them in. I guarantee they will bring new excitement to you. I guarantee it. And then you ride to the meetings together. And then they get on conference calls. And then, right? And it's this fun journey because you're not doing it alone. Okay? You'll never know everything, you guys. Time will never be perfect. Kids get older, it's not perfect. Kids are younger, it's not perfect. When the kids graduate, it won't be perfect. So why not now? And if not, when? So when someone says, oh, when the kids get older, I don't say, well, no time's going to be perfect. I simply say, I totally understand. I know where you're coming from because I've been there. But you know what I found is that there's no perfect time because there's always going to be the next thing. So let me just ask you, why not now? Let's try it for 60 days. What if you tried it for 60 days and the worst thing that happened is that it just doesn't work? Is that so bad? They're like, no. So what if we give it a try? And then they say yes. They say, awesome. So let's go ahead and schedule in your thank you party, your thank you get together, your welcome social. Give yourself a pep talk, you guys. What do you love? Why are you having fun with this? How has your family benefited from this? What do you want to accomplish? What are those dreams? What are those desires? What are some of the best moments that you've had thus far in this business? Even if you came in an hour ago, why did you choose this out of something else? And guess what? What do you have to offer? Well, you have to offer going to someone saying, you know what? I just joined. Why don't you come in for the ride with me? So we're on the lookout for people who want to make more, 2 to 3 streams more income, directors, organizational leaders, business leaders. So my commitment to you, in Tupperware, you are business for yourself, but not by yourself. We have tons of trainings available all the time. Open the doors. Let's see what happened, you guys. So some of our friends in this business, Karen Price, staying in the conversation. So often they take a no and go away instead of creating a relationship. Dating skills are like recruiting skills. You've got to use them. Linda Futter, recruiting is a conversation, you guys. Just pick someone you like. Tell them why you pick them, why they would be good at trying this, and offer it. You never know. But know that they will not get mad if you pick them because you think they would be great. It's a compliment. Meyer, ask 5 people a week to join you in the fun that you're having. 5 people a week, 1 a day. Debbie Davis says, be consistent in offering the opportunity, just like offering to have a party. And Dana Phillips, 8-12 is the secret to your success. Secrets to the success, guys, it's not rocket science. Party consistently. Recruit consistently. Talk to people daily. And as you bring people in, guess what? You teach them to do the same things. Bring them in and what? Plug them in. That's right. Bring them in and plug them in. So here's a few tools that will help you, your story. Doing some sort of recruiting game. Okay. There's a dream box. There's the envelope game. There's Tammy Tupper, Mary Mall. Plugging into trainings. Plug into a training every week, whether it's live or a Facebook Live, a Zoom. Plug into a training every week. Okay. Your Tupper story, again, what do you cover in it is just, why did you join Tupperware? A little bit about your background, why you stay with it, what are you doing and that you're having fun with, and what are you looking forward to? So are you ready to open the door so that we can show them more? Don't miss opportunities, live them. So we are finished. Your homework. Homework is to send me an email with 5 takeaways from this class and share it in the Shazam group too, guys, because you listening and then sharing it inspires others. Okay. 5 names of people that you will share info with by next Friday. No, by this Friday. Let's do by this Friday. 5 names of people that you will share the information with, or you want your upline to help you share with. Okay. And what's your plan for this next month? What do you want to have happen in this next month in your business? What's your goals? What's your goals? So thanks so much for listening. And so now what? What's your plan? Do you want to earn $3,000 or more in the next 6 to 8 weeks? You want to move in to manager career title and earn 4 sources of income versus 2? It's all available. You decide. Take the action. So your code word is bring them in, plug them in. Bring them in, plug them in. Thanks so much for listening tonight, you guys. So here is to party planning and Rita becoming your best friend.